Hello everyone, movie reviewed again here. Today, we will be sharing a story about the journey of a young woman who must find ways to raise her werewolf son and daughter after her werewolf lover unexpectedly dies in an accident while hunting for food for their children. Spoilers ahead. The story begins with a young woman named Hannah who lives in a big, busy city and works part-time at a dry cleaner while she attends school. One day, while she is at the campus, she meets a tall young man who doesn't attend the university. They start dating after having several discussions with him. The man eventually confesses at night that he can change into a wolf whenever he wants to, something the man feared would scare Hannah away. It is revealed that the man is the last of his kind. Back at Hannah's place, they were into each other that night. We then see Hannah gets pregnant and she gives birth to a girl named Yuki at their apartment with help from her husband. On a wet spring day, Hannah conceives once more and gives birth to a boy named Aim. Later that day, their father mysteriously disappears and he is discovered dead in a river the following day while attempting to find food for the children. Hannah tries to raise the two kids on the little savings the wolf man left behind, but this presents a challenge because Yuki can't manage switching between her human and wolf forms. Hannah also tries to hide their wolf forms from the people in the city, but Yuki also makes this difficult. Aim always remains beside his mother, while Yuki becomes quite active. After social workers try to check on the children, as they have never had vaccinations, Hannah decides she's had enough and relocates to the countryside away from nosy neighbors. The first few weeks of life in the countryside are challenging since the plants die within a few days after being planted, there aren't many savings left, and the house needs maintenance. While Hannah works on the house, Yuki and Aim go on adventures in the forest, chasing after animals and having fun. The plants begin to grow into potatoes with Nirasaki's assistance. The locals trade much-needed goods for potatoes because of the abundant harvest. People from the neighborhood start to stop by and ask why Hannah's field managed to grow crops, while every other field had its crops destroyed by a boar. Yuki and Aim explore the area in the winter as Hannah slowly follows. Aim tries to capture a kingfisher before he is thrown into a river. Shortly after, Yuki comes to save him. Hannah is feeling sad as she notices Aim unresponsive and lying there. Aim tells Hannah that she is hugging him too tightly as she gives him another hug. Yuki finally starts school at age 5 and complies with Hannah's instructions, including a pledge that she won't turn into a wolf. Initially anxious, Yuki calms down throughout the day. Yuki finally starts school and starts making friends. However, her friends eventually get terrified by Yuki's strange and unsettling possessions, such as dried reptiles and bones. To get along with her friends, Yuki makes a commitment to be more refined and ladylike. Hannah even creates Yuki a blue dress to wear to school. Aim also shows up, but he leaves school quickly because he is bullied. Hannah decides to work as a nature conservationist, and while she receives a small salary, she doesn't mind. Aim travels with her, seeing the old wood wolf and occasionally changing into a wolf in front of her. Years pass until Yuki is in the 4th grade. Sehei, a transfer student, notices that Yuki is acting strangely. One day, Yuki gets upset while being relentlessly followed by Sehei and changes into her wolf form. She then rips off his ear. Yuki gets upset when she learns that her class believes she attacked him. Yuki misses school for a number of days, so Sehei visits Yuki every day and gives her homework and food he has bought for her. Yuki refuses to see him. Meanwhile, Sehei says that a wolf attacked him, letting Yuki go of the blame. They become friends after a few more visits, and Yuki starts going back to school again. Aim starts taking frequent trips into the mountains to visit a fox he names Sensei, who is the leader of the forest. Later on, Yuki and Aim had a heated conversation about whether they are wolves or humans. They attack each other in wolf form, wrecking quite a deal of the house as Hannah tries to stop them. She is aware that they are taking different routes away from one another. Aim is concerned that the forest may suffer harm because of the frequent storms that occur. Aim starts making increasingly frequent trips to the mountains. When he returns, he said that Sensei's leg is hurt, he could pass away, and Aim told Hannah that he might have to assume Sensei's duties. Hannah begs him to stay at home. As a very strong storm is passing by, the students leave class early and wait for their parents to pick them up. One by one, they are being picked up except 4 kids including Yuki and Sehei. Yuki tries to find Sehei after he nods off in class while looking for cards. The 2 other children are left behind and later on being picked up by the principal in the school vehicle. Hannah searches for Aim after he left the house. During the search, she slips through puddles and slides down hills. In the meantime, Yuki and Sehei hide in a classroom. Sahey reveals that his mother got married and is now expecting a child. He claims that once it is born, he won't be required any longer and will leave his family, becoming a boxer or wrestler. Additionally, Yuki tells Sahey that she was the wolf who attacked him. But Sahey already knew this and kept it a secret. Yuki thanks him for keeping his word and telling no one. We see Hana is dozing off in the woods. In her dream, she encounters her wolf man in a flower-filled field. He tells her that Aim is an adult and that she has raised the kids very well. In the real world, Aim is carrying Hana to an abandoned parking lot while it is still pouring rain. Hana awakens as soon as Aim sets her down. Hana begs Aim to return, but he refuses and turns into a wolf. Hana watches Aim as he runs off. He climbs to the highest point on a mountainside and howls for a long time. And because of this, the sun begins to re-emerge. Aim stops howling and runs off while Hana says goodbye. 2 years later, as seen in photographs, Yuki moves out of the house to live in the junior high school dorms. We see that Hana is still living in the countryside home. She is seen dipping a meat kebab in sauce and placing it in a tiny bowl next to the driver's license of the man she once dated. And that's the end of the story, guys. We hope you enjoyed the recap. If you would like to see more of this kind of videos, do subscribe and give it a thumbs up. It helps us a lot. See you on the next video.